Angela Merkel's biggest U-turn of her career has highlighted a crippling dilemma in the European Union, unearthed reports suggest. At the end of May, France and Germany announced they are backing the creation of an EU bond to raise €500 billion £447 billion to boost the European economy, severely weakened by the coronavirus pandemic. If approved, it would be the first time the bloc has pooled its debt in this way. The measure immediately raised objections from the Netherlands, Austria, Denmark and Sweden, known as the Frugal Four, who support the establishment of a one-off emergency fund but do not back debt sharing or a significant increase in the EU's next 7-year budget. However, the pressure that the pandemic poses on the EU as a whole might work in favour of the Franco-German joint proposal. The plan is, nonetheless, a huge turnaround move for normally fiscally cautious Germany, whose chancellor has opposed similar proposals for years. While this new action plan has almost gone unnoticed, a throwback report by former research director of the European Council on Foreign Relations, Hans Kundnani, suggests that behind Germany's move there is more than what meets the eye. In an entry for the London School of Economics LSE's blog in 2015, Mr. Kundnani argued that while Germany was no longer a threat from a military perspective, its economic power put intolerable pressures on other members of the Eurozone, generating instability in much the same way as its previous military power once did. This instability centered around the standoff between creditor and debtor countries, underlined by the victory of populist movements in Italy, Greece and Spain. He wrote, "The German question, which Europe seemed to put behind it, has now re-emerged in geo-economic form. Whereas in the past Germany had faced potential enemies on all sides, it is now surrounded on all sides by NATO allies and European Union partners. In other words, in geopolitical terms, Germany is benign. But Germany's persistent current account surplus puts intolerable pressures on other countries in the Eurozone and in particular on the countries of the periphery.